Peace, love, and light, fam. Listen, I'm going to make this one really, really quick because I need to do 2 lives today. I posted this just earlier and something crazy happened, so I had to delete it as I was trying to edit it. So I'm downloading new editing software for both, for my website that I'm almost done with. It's just some legal jargon that I have to write out for the membership. So um, let's get right into this one because I have another one coming up. Let's get right into it. All right. So for those who already saw the live that I did, um, feel free to stay near for the next live. All right, so I needed to redo this. So let me get the copyright disclaimer. Okay, so copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Okay, so as you can see, the title is about the apology that Lee Daniels gave to Monique. So I'm going to just show a little snippet. Feel free to subscribe to the channel that is providing the clip. So stand by. Okay. All right, here we are. Okay.
I love you, you bitch. I love you. Bitch, I love you more. Is this an April Fool's? Please tell me ain't no motherfucking April Fool's. This is so goddamn real. This is so motherfucking real. Shaking. That's how it looks. You and I, along with some other amazing people, made magic. And I don't ever want us to lose that magic again. Let me tell you, sometimes in life, you get caught up. You know, when you a nigga and you come from nothing, you get blinded by some shit. And it took me a long time to realize. I am so sorry for hurting you in any way that I do.
Okay, so as you can see, the apology that Lee Daniels gave Monique, which is well overdue. So here is a summary of what happened prior to this apology. Some years ago, when Monique starred in Precious, okay, she was asked to do some promotion work for, to go on a promo tour for the movie Precious. Monique declined, and as a result, she was labeled as being, difficult by Lee Daniels, and there was great backlash that led to her being, as a result of her being labeled as difficult and hard to work with. She was essentially, blackballed, and she suffered. Here is my issue with the apology that Lee Daniels gave. First and foremost, I don't like the fact that he did not name the thing or things that he did, okay, um, that caused Monique to be blackballed from the entertainment industry. I don't like that. I don't like that he took the easy way out by saying, I'm sorry for anything I did to, that hurt you. Um, that's just not, it's not good enough. For me, to show sincerity and to show, most importantly, that you are really taking full accountability for your actions. I would have appreciated, if it were me, for him to name exactly what he did. I am sorry that I mischaracterized you and that I, wrongly named labeled you as being difficult or difficult to work with. And then he needs to acknowledge how, you know, those words negatively impacted her. And as a result, I'm sorry, that you were blackballed or you missed out on, opportunities that could have, further catapulted your career. And I'm sorry for the, adverse financial, impact that it has had, on your life. Like, that's, to me, like a real apology. um I really do hope that it is from a sincere place, and that they can truly, move forward. But I would like to say that just because someone apologizes to you, it does not mean that you have to be buddy buddy with them, or that the relationship has to mimic what it was prior to, the fallout. So yeah, I wanted to say that. I would tread very lightly. I would be very cautious if I were Monique, um, because it took him such a long time to get to this point to apologize. And so I don't know if it's because, he actually took some time out, and really did some hardcore internal work to get to this place, or if it's because, he's in a place where, he's not so popular right now, he doesn't have much going on, right now, and that, he has a hidden agenda, for apologizing so that they can then, do work together. And so I don't know if it's really coming from a genuine place, a place of deep introspection, or if there is a hidden agenda. I really do hope, again, that it is, authentic, and only, time will tell, in and how the relationship, plays out going forward, if it actually was authentic or not. um he said that, when a inward, comes from nothing, sometimes, it takes time, um, for him to realize his wrongs. And sometimes it takes time for him to, it took time for him to humble himself. And so, if he actually did do the work, this should not repeat itself. But if he did not, and he does have a hidden agenda, if it is inauthentic, then that will show as well, and we will see some of the same behavior, from him. Um, there is a saying that when someone shows you who they are, believe them. Believe them. And like I said, I have a problem with that. It took him so long to apologize to someone that he once considered to be considered as his best friend. There's a problem with that. And especially when You did it so haphazardly. You did it so publicly. He did it so nonchalantly. He knew that Monique was suffering. He knew the negative impact that and the adverse impact that it had on Monique. He knew that she lost out on on other roles and other opportunities. He knew that it affected her financially, and he sat back for years and watched it all happen and kept his mouth closed. And so, if this is the way that you treat someone who you deemed to be your best friend, then I would hate to see what he would do, to his enemies. Um, because really that's how you would treat your enemies, not someone that you love and you consider dear and near to your heart. So the fact that it took him so long, it just gives me pause. It makes me very suspicious and makes me think that his apology is not so authentic. And so if I were Monique, I would tread lightly. Monique has is just such a classy woman, very articulate and full of wisdom. And so, you know, I'm sure she is wise enough to decipher whether this is coming from, an authentic place, or how she should move forward with the relationship at this juncture. And so I'm sure she'll, do the right thing for herself. At least I hope that she will. So yeah, that is my take on it. To me, he really did not take full accountability in that apology for what he actually did. Okay. And he did not acknowledge how it actually hurt her. So, in my eyes, he took the easy way out. And like I said, I would tread lightly. For me, betrayal is the worst. And that's what he did. He betrayed her. And, when someone betrays me, it's probably near impossible for me to be the way that I was with them prior to the betrayal. I mean, that's just me keeping it real. And it doesn't mean that I don't forgive, but just as I mentioned earlier, just because you forgive someone, it does not mean that the relationship has to mimic and has to be what it was prior to the betrayal or the transgression or the wrongdoing. It does not mean that. Okay. So I hope that it was sincere. I truly, truly do. I hope that they can move forward, and in peace, in love and in harmony. And so only time will tell. All that Monique endured. First of all, big ups to her for standing her ground and standing in truth and standing in integrity, in justice, in righteousness. That those are all characteristics of Ma'at, and she exemplified it very, very well. All that she lost, it is my hope, it is my meditation that that it is given back to her, a thousandfold. All that she has lost, that is given back to her a thousandfold. Okay, so that is my take on the whole Lee Daniels apology. Um, you guys can stay tuned for the next live. Until next time, you guys be good. All right.